let's get on. So tonight I'm also going to use just a couple of the, pop those out of the way. I'm going to use a couple of stamp sets that are purely sentiments, which I think are really quite interesting. Oh good, everybody can see me. Hi Fran, hi Mum, hi Lorraine. So we have, these are from the catalogues. We have the Go-To Greetings and the Softly Said. And all I've done is have a little play with some cardstock. I'm going to start with, which one should we start with first? We'll start with this one first. Tomorrow I'm doing a card class at our local restaurant, and I was playing with this layout. Now this paper is stunning, but it's also got some really interesting background, so I chose some Granny Apple Green. I've tried to use some colours I don't use very often. So this is Granny Apple Green, and I've just taken an ordinary card base, which is 15 or thereabouts centimetres, 15 by 10.5, and then I've chopped off 7 centimetres. So the inner layer is 14.4 centimetres by 10, and I'm just going to pop a bit of our green glue on the back here. You don't need too much, so shears it decides to go everywhere, and just pop that on like so. And I will always do use a, the only trouble with the glass mat, it slides everywhere. Let's just try it again. There we go. Still not on properly. There we go, a little bit of wiggle room. There we go. And I'll just pop it down like that. Pop that one off there. There we go. And then what I've also got is a piece for the front, and this is where you begin to see the meandering meadows, and I just thought it was such a clever way of actually focusing on one of the photograph, the DSP pictures, because they're 6-inch pieces and they can be cut down into all sorts of shapes and sizes to just focus on a little bit. And so that's the first part, literally just like so. And then I thought, well, what else can I actually do? So what I've done is stuck that on not straight. So let's just stick it on straight. There we go. That's better. Oh, that's still not right. Oh, Louise, we're having a sticky evening tonight. There we go. There we go. Right. Okay. And I then created a little flap with another piece of, it's actually from the same paper. This is crushed curry. And I'm just going to adhere this little bit onto here. Like so. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. There we go. And that's just going to pop on the top, and I think that just highlights the, I don't like that there at all, highlights the pattern on the paper. There we go, that's straight. And you can see obviously that's going to go on there. Now before I put that on, I've also created, let me just move those out of the way, I've got a plain piece of white here, and I'm just going to bring in one of these sentiments. I don't know which one is going to go on here. I think it's going to be, because they're quite big these, I thought it did. This is just going to have the thinking of you. Now if you look at those, I'm going to use the Granny Apple Green ink, bring in the big block. I'm going to bring in the bigger block, like so, pick him up, Granny Apple Green ink. I don't know whether everybody's discovered these papers, they're in our online exclusives, so I'm tending to use quite a few of those at the moment just because people aren't finding them, and I think they're really pretty. There we go. Oh, let's have another go. That's why you have an emergency side. I think it's meant to be like that looking at the stamp. I think it's sort of got a bit missing at the bottom. There we go. So this one says, I'll just wipe that off. That one says thinking of you. And then again, I'm going to that side. I'm going to glue this onto another piece of crushed curry. And for any of you who saw or took part in the global retreat, you might see that I've just remembered how to make card springs, which is what this little bit is here. And what we need to do is I'm going to pop this into the card in a minute. Which way around am I going to go? That way, like so. I'm going to first of all stick, I've got a little bit of card, just 3 centimetres, thought it was 3 centimetres, folded and scored. It's entirely up to you how you do this, you just need to play. And on the small end I'm going to just put a little bit of glue, not too much, and I'm going to pop it. It's easier if you turn this over, use your grid and aim it by eye for the middle. See what I did? Rather than, oops, trying to do it the other way around. It's a bit like using the punches, it's better if you work from the back side. And then this is going to glue down, but before you put the glue on, just double check where it's going to go, because it's going to come in here, but you want to make sure that this one is going to hide it. So I recommend putting this piece on first. Obviously you only want glue down this side here. You're going to hold that one on, just let it glue, and then you'll know you just need glue on this last little piece in here. I know Fran's been having a go with the springs, they're great fun. There we are. Whoops, just use a little bit of wiggle. Oh, too much wiggle, it's gone drunk. I swear I haven't been on the gin yet already today. I just need to lift him up a little bit, push him up. There he's going to go, that's it. Just straight a bit, left a bit, right a bit. That's too far, I can see it. You can see what I'm doing. Tiny bit up. There we go. And we're hidden. So you can see now, and I'm just going to use one of these little bits that I've already pre-cut here. That's going to go on the front, and I'm going to bring in one of these from the Go-To Greetings. I like being able to, I put mine, I don't keep all the red rubber trims, I keep them like this because then you can actually see the stamps you want. And I want the just a note. Is that just a note? I think it's just a note. That's a thank you, don't want that one, want just a note. Where's just a note? Just a note over here. This size one I think will fit. There we go, that's going to go onto here. Bit of green again. And I'm just going to pop that in there, just like so. I'm going to bring in a couple of dimensionals. 1, 2. You could, if you wished, put a belly band around this card or a piece of ribbon. I'm not going to tonight. Just going to pop that on there. So it just says just a note. Thinking of you. And then I probably would cut a piece of white card, which I haven't got to hand, so you've got somewhere to write. But it just makes it a little bit more interesting. And then I'll just find my paper clip and some of these iridescent sparkles, slide them out, she says. I am all fingers and thumbs tonight. There we go, I need my pancakes, that's the trouble. Going to put a couple of these, 1 and 2 little ones opposite it, just like so. And if you wanted to, you can obviously add all sorts of ribbons and bling, and there we go. And that's the first little one tonight that just says just a note, like so. There we go. So I'll pop that one over there, out of the way. And then the next thing I'm going to do is the same paper, same card, but I've turned it round on its side because I don't think I've done an easel fold for an awful long time. You do just need to make sure all your folds are burnished, and I've chosen again one of the papers on there like so. I love this suite, and I'm just going to pop this little bit of glue straight on the front. This would probably make quite a nice masculine card actually, without being too brown and beige and boring. Okay, and then you need to turn, so you've got a piece of card, you've scored it twice. The card itself is 22 and a half, scored at 8 and 7, so it just creates that sort of easel. And then you take 2 more pieces of the DSP again, and I'm choosing to use the very dark backgrounds. It's a bit of a shame putting up all these beautiful landscapes, but they're just as interesting like so. And I'm going to put one on there, and then I'm going to pop one on the inside, so when it's opened up, you could put a third one up the top, but I thought that was a little bit excessive. Oh, that one's too big. That's because it's going on there. There we go. And I've lost the piece that goes on the next bit. You'll have to bear with me while I cut one. Oh, I tell you, I don't know what's going on. I thought it was all organised for tonight. I've been busy sorting all day until I'm nearly sorted out. Let's find another pretty background. Where are they? Oh, there it is. And there's a bit more of the dark one. And it needs to be okay. It needs to be 6.5 by 9.5. If you haven't got one of our trimmers, you really do need to buy yourself one. Best thing ever. There we go. And we'll put that piece where it's supposed to be, that I thought I'd already cut. There we go. Sorry about that, everybody. There we go. And then that will just fold round. And then you might be thinking, well, how do you get it to stay? Well, this is where the fun part starts. So you do a little piece of white trim, and I think we're going to have, we'll have a happy birthday. Will happy birthday fit on there? No, that's too big. So we'll have thinking of you. We seem to be a lot of thinking of people today. That happy birthday, or that happy birthday will fit. I'm going to bring in my blueberry bushel ink, like so. Hoping some of you have seen my newsletter. I'm going to put a card sketch out and some instructions for on Friday for you to grab your stash and come and join me on Sunday night. I'll be live, totally free. Just come and craft with me. Thought it'd be a bit of fun. It's a long time since I've done it, and I just thought it'd be a nice thing to do. So anyway, so I've made a happy birthday banner. I'm going to just glue that straight onto there, and oops, I really am fingers and thumbs tonight. I don't know why. Probably hungry actually. There we go. And I'm just going to, the way you get this to work is you need to raise something up slightly in front of your easel fold, so it will still settle flat if you want to pop it in an envelope, but when you want to stand it up, you can make it work. So what you do, it's tricky to show you on the live, but you're going to fold this back. Obviously this is going to go like so, and you just need to get it just where you want it and just pop it on like so, and then that will just hold it in there. Now I'm not actually going to add anything to this. If I knew where they were, I'd find the dragonflies and pop a couple on there, but I'm hoping you can see. I'll just tip it up slightly so you can just see it a bit better on the camera. Oops, there we go. How pretty that actually is. I just think they're really, really lovely. Now if you wanted to, you could cut some more of the pictures and put them on the inside. You could add a sentiment on the inside. You could have a little pocket for a gift card. That would be quite a nice thing to do. If you just took a strip of the DSP and popped it on the inside here, you could pop a gift card in there. It will fold flat, you see, into an envelope like so. So there's another little card using these wonderful papers. I'll just tip it back so you can see it. There it is. I just think they're really, really lovely. And then the final one, because they really are so pretty, I had a little think about how we could make it almost like a triptych. So I have just an ordinary white card base, just under 15 by 10.5 centimeters, and then I've got for anybody wanting to do this, I've got a piece of blueberry bushel, which is just about 14.4 centimeters by 10, and then I took a piece just like this, like one of the sheets. This is a lovely one, and I have cut it so that each piece was, let me just show you, each piece was 4.4, and all you do, 4.4 by 9.5, and all you do, if you take a whole piece and then trim it like that, when you come to stick it on, can you see, you are creating the same picture, but by leaving just a little gap like so around each one. I tend to do that end, then this end first, and then sort of the middle goes in the middle, wherever the middle happens to be, like so. There we go. And then hopefully, if I've got my measuring right, where everything's going tonight, it possibly won't fit. This should just pop in between the two. There we go. And then one of the other reasons I love this paper, there's all sorts of colours in it. So this one I happen to choose. Oh, Looby Loo, you are doing it tonight, aren't you? Let's get it stuck. Straight, woman. Straight is the order of the day. There we go, heart's better. There's all sorts of colours in here. We've got the granny apple green, shaded spruce, the blueberry bushel, little bits of yellow. One of the other ones is actually berry burst, and I brought in a bit of our shimmer paper. These are taken from the Thoughtful Expressions kit, and I've got the nesting dies too. So we're going to put on here, what shall we have? Happy birthday, or we haven't had a nice happy birthday, have we? Or what else have we got? Let's have a see. Celebrate? Let's have a think. Let's have a see what fits. Let's have a see. These are quite big sentiments. Oh, celebrate would fit. Should we pop celebrate on there? Let's have celebrate. For those of you who don't know, this is you basically unpick it like so, and you peel it off the back like so, and then red rubber to the thing, and there we are. And now you know what your stamp says. We're going to have celebrate on this one, because then you can use it for anything, can't you? And I'm going to do it in blueberry bushel. Pop it straight across the middle. some glue, just like so. And I've just noticed that I've been quite quick this evening. Quite simple cards. Hopefully you've enjoyed looking at them. I will just show you a couple of other cards that I've been making recently in a moment. Oh, honestly, I've never had a DSP that won't go down. What is going on tonight? Thought of all these small people tomorrow. There we go. And I'm just going to pop that right in the middle. So it says celebrate, like so. And then I'm just going to, oh no, I've trained mine. My order, Katie, is it goes outside in by the summer house out here in Sutton. It's very funny, I have to go looking for it in the dark. But I told him, for heaven's sakes, whatever else you do with it, don't take it back to Bustings, because I wouldn't be a happy bunny. But I hope if you've got something really exciting that's come in your box. I wonder what it is. I've just had some of the new online papers, that's what I'm going to just show you. So, we have a little card to help us celebrate. We have a simple but effective easel card, like so. And last but not least, just a note with a spring there. It is Fran, it has a lovely set of dies and stamps that go with it. It has, where are the dies? Are they the dies? No, they're not the dies, I've had them today. There we go. These are the dies, Fran, and they have this lovely arch and a wheelbarrow and a gate and various bits of wheelbarrow-y, flowery type trial-y things. And I'll just see if I can grab the actual stamps. I've got them here by me. Which one is it? This one. These are the actual stamps. The Garden Meadow Suite. So I can't imagine having a better friend. Thinking of you. Every day is a fresh start. Hello and happy birthday. I chose tonight just to use some sentiment stamps. You obviously could add all of these onto it. You could add some little flowers onto your pictures. I think it's a really nice set. It's definitely, oh crikey, that's not a good idea. And then I will just very briefly show you tonight, I've just had a delivery as we were talking about. These are pre-order perks of being a demonstrator. These are the new latte DSPs. These are all focused on coffee, which I think are hilarious. They're all like you get in Costa. And I'll flick through them. Coffee beans, coffee swirls. I like the gingham. Look at those cups for fussy cutting. Coffee splodges. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that piece, but I'm sure we can give it a go. I love the back of that one. Real nice marbled effect. They're little, like you get on the top of your cakes, aren't they? Lorraine, I know the right term for those. And another coffee coloured. And then we've got the colours in these are Calypso Coral, Early Espresso, Lemon Lolly, Lost Lagoon, Pecan Pie and Petal Pink. Absolutely love those. And they're coordinate with, there is a set of stamps and dies, I haven't bought those. But we've got, I don't know whether you can see these. These are little tiny swirls. They've got like little bits of coffee on them. They're really very clever. And then these are just stunning. There's a whole suite of zinnias. I think these are so bright and so vibrant. Look at these. So we've got zinnias, and these are available from March the 1st online. Look at that one. I can see some wonderful cards coming with that. Those make your eyes go funny. I'm not sure what I do with my leaves. Some sort of beanstalk effect. And then that one, which I'm sure will get fussy cutted out. And then the colours in these are Berry Burst, Blackberry Bliss, Furty Flamingo, Highland Heather, Lemon Lime Twist, Lemon Lolly, Melon Mambo, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Petal Pink and Pumpkin Pie and Real Red. So I think those are absolutely gorgeous, and they coordinate with another set of sparkles, because you can never have too many blings. And these are the sequins, which self-adhesive sequins, which I think are really lovely. And then finally, I've just had this set come, because I like sentiment sets that you can keep forever. I'm going to have a play with this. Probably I might use this on Sunday. Happy anniversary, congratulations, happy birthday, a million thanks, speedy recovery, and save the date. So I do hope you've enjoyed watching me this evening. Thanks ever so much for joining me. It's been really good fun. I won't try and come back to you because I don't know quite what might happen next. But